This is Amber Burbrink with AEP 800 Fall Semester 2012. I am going to show you my presentation on critical thinking. Critical thinking refers to your ability to make good decisions and clearly explain your foundation or basis for those decisions. There is a process for thinking critically. These are the steps to take to analyze information and apply critical thinking skills. Review all of your material and decide what you're trying to figure out. Organize your material and decide what is most important and how ideas are connected. Synthesize your material and decide why it is important and what doesn't fit. Evaluate your decision-making process. Philosophers throughout history have known how important critical thinking skills are in both school and in life. Research says that being able to think critically will help you succeed in college. Students who, like you, who can think critically get better grades, are more independent, and don't rely on teachers for answers. They have great decision-making skills and are better readers, writers, speakers, and listeners. Students like you who are good critical thinkers have the ability to affect social change or to make the school, community, and a world a better place for everyone to live. Critical thinking means you are able to judge credibility of sources and the quality of their arguments. It helps you identify conclusions, reasons, and assumptions. It lets you plan experiments, define terms appropriately, be well-informed, and be open-minded. Plato says that teachers should guide students to be able to begin learning by asking questions. He also said that you should be able to engage in all levels of critical thinking, from recall of knowledge to evaluation. You need to pursue understanding with mutual respect and civility and be mindful of each other's dignity. Respecting the opinions of those in your group is part of being a critical thinker. And finally, be persuaded by arguments or evidence more powerful than your own, and be willing to change your mind if someone makes a good point. When we look at three leading researchers in the field of education, Mr. Bloom, Mr. Costa, and Mr. Marzano and his friends, they all have fancy ways of saying pretty much the same thing. We need to be able to take in information, process it, and use the information to make good decisions and be able to explain those decisions. When we think, we do many things. We gather information, we compare new information with existing information, and we make connections and judgments by applying information to new situations. So if we are thinking critically, we should be able to answer all types of questions and support our answers by explaining our thinking. This is an example of how you could practice your critical thinking skills during science. Read each question to your shoulder partner. Give them time to answer, then you answer the question too. Was that easy, or did you really have to think? The questions got harder the higher the level of the question. With all the technology available to us in school and at our homes, we have to be aware of what others do to get us to take their word for it and not be critical thinkers. Don't let some stranger tell you what to think. Take in the information, think it over, and make your own decisions about what is good information and about what is not so good. So you're working with technology. Take a look at what you're doing and see what level of critical thinking skills you are using. We've combined all of the researchers' labels for the levels on the left and put the types of tasks you may be completing using some form of technology on the right. What could you do differently to get your critical thinking skills in action? Being a critical thinker is hard work. You have to challenge yourself to be better than you were yesterday. Your teachers will be modeling critical thinking skills all year and will be asking the right questions to get you prepared to answer these types of questions and think beyond the box and be able to succeed next year and beyond.